Behind every great communicator is confidence. You see, it is our confidence that improves our communication. When you are more confident, you are more likely to speak up, have more conviction, and communicate effectively with others. And this can help you build strong relationships in the workplace and lead to greater success in your career. It's time for you to be seen and be heard. And it's also time for you to be more confident when you do it. This is the reason why I put together an exclusive journal to help you cultivate your confidence. This journal is created by me and curated with you in mind. It's available on the I'm the Good Thing website right now. So visit I'mTheGoodThing.com to learn more about how you can begin to cultivate your confidence today. Well, welcome once again to I'm the Good Thing, the podcast. Now, this is the place where we unpack life wisdom. We pray, we affirm, and most of all, we discover our true beauty, our worth, and our power. I'm Denise Taylor, and I'm all about helping women build a life they love. And that begins with us believing everything good about who God created us to be. Now, I help women break through everything standing in their way, get what they secretly want, and prioritize themselves, their success, and their happiness. I want you to know you can be your own priority. Now, this is the place where we get energized in a God kind of way as we see ourselves the way God sees us. And let me tell you, sis, you are good. Today's life wisdom is this. Most people will choose a familiar misery over a foreign happiness. And immediately I started to think about this saying that a pastor I once had would often say. He would say, until the pain to stay the same becomes greater than the pain to change, we won't change. You see, there's two pains here. There's the pain of the situation you are in and everything it reeks of that's unpleasant and even miserable. But until that common familiar pain becomes greater than what it will take for you to shift and change, you will stay where you are. You see, it's this whole notion of us really becoming comfortable with dysfunction. We know it's not good, but we're not willing to go through the effort to do something about it. And what has to happen in this particular case is that we have to begin to lean into loving ourselves more than our circumstances, loving ourselves more than our conditions. We have to lean into self-love. Now, we can find this hard to do because many of us struggle to see our value in worthiness worth loving. We get comfortable with what is because we don't understand what we truly bring to the table. And we dilute our perspective and we settle in on miserable circumstances. But it's so true that there is a happiness, there is a joy that is available to us. But because we don't know it, we hold on to what is familiar. And so I want to encourage you. This is the exact spot where working on yourself makes a huge difference. And in my own life, this is where beginning to see myself the way God sees me disrupted everything for me. You see, I had limiting beliefs. I had limiting thinking. I had warped perspective on just how great God had created me. My experiences made me think I wasn't good enough. My experiences made me think my value wasn't as rich as it really is. And I had to uproot that stinking thinking and really begin to love myself in a way I had never experienced before. You see, I had childhood trauma, which means for a very long time, I have had dysfunctional thinking of me. It was out of pocket. It was out of sorts. It wasn't the truth. It wasn't who God created me to be, but it's how I saw myself. It was familiar misery. And I had to be willing to take a chance on loving myself more, to take a chance on believing in myself more, to lean into that foreign happiness. And I will tell you, I am so glad I did. You see, there is a perspective of life that is good. It feels good. It resonates well, and it makes me feel wholesome rather than depleted. You see, one of the things that I had to really begin to understand and accept is that nothing would change about my circumstances until I made the changes. The ball truly was in my court to do something about it. And as soon as the pain to stay the same became too much for me, I grabbed the reins of that responsibility and changed the course of my life. The other thing that I had to really reckon with is that no one could do it for me. It was something I had to do. Now, I don't know what situation you're facing. I don't know if you have trouble from your past. I don't know if you have trouble of today, but either way, I want you to know that you can love yourself through that. You can begin to understand and accept God's love and how he sees you to shift that entire circumstance and give yourself a chance to embrace what may be foreign to you, yet good for you. Believe that it's possible for you. Lean into who God has created you to be fully so that you can begin to experience the goodness that you deserve. Thanks for connecting with me today. If this was a help to you, apply what stood out most to your life. Now, if you're ready to make yourself a priority, get what you secretly want, and experience success on your own terms, I invite you to book a call with me. You can access my calendar at www.callwithdenise.live to see how I can help. Now, be sure to subscribe so you can meet me here next time and share this with someone else. Keep seeing yourself the way God sees you. After all, you are the good thing. And check out I'mTheGoodThing.com for all sorts of good stuff. And I'll see you next time.